that bunch. I heard Michael Jackson. And Michael Jordan. Yes, the correct answer is Michael Myers. Fascinating. Let's continue. Let's see. Yes, let's move on to horror movie titles. So if I say Night of the Living Dead. Yes. Dawn of the Dead. Yes. Friday the 13th. It. I'm just messing with you. I know that was only one word. I got all of you. Maybe not. Texas. Leather. Ah, there we go. Now we're starting to get the hang of it. Freddy. Ah, there you go. Freddy Fazbear. Did you say that one was fitting? Yeah. Ah. I'll just say Mean Girls from earlier. No. Now let's continue. Let's go to more older folks. Older generation might get it. I'm talking Universal Monsters. Let's see. I'll describe it and your job to guess it. We'll start with the easy one, probably the most famous one. He only comes out at night. Ah, yes. Dracula is correct. I know Dracula personally, and I think I'm the better looking one. Let's see. From the sand dunes of Egypt. Yes, the mummy is correct. Let's see. Afraid of fire, created in the lab.
Monster.
Okay, I've got through 3 different sections and I still think you guys are cheating. Let's see. Ah, yes. Not Frankenstein, but his wife. Yes, the Bride of Frankenstein is correct. Now let's go back to horror movies. Some harder ones. Let's see. He's one psychotic dentist. Todd, I'm pretty sure he's a barber, not a dentist. Little Shop is correct. Well, let's continue on because, you know, I can't play this game without there being some cheaters in the crowd. Anyways, on to our final story of the night. One that I hope you all will enjoy. I call it The Fangs of London.
Of course. Let me know if you need anything else, dear.
Hey, you can follow me.
Only if you handle it. Hey, Thomas! Put that away! I told you not to be touching it! Pretty little lady.
Haven't seen the pretty sights since the massive horse jacking the massive sights of it. On the massive pipe. Wow, that's a new one. It's easy to open drinking more than a pilot after a sunset. Yeah. What is it you... Gentlemen? Come on. Well, what do I want? Well, it's real simple, baby. What I want is for you to be laying down in bed right next to me.
Well, you can get that off of Mike.
What exactly do you think? Oh, no. Maybe here? It's really simple. I mean, how much more charming could I possibly get?
You can see him with all the ladies. They never seem to want to live in science.
Really? I'm not really. What are you implying? Are you saying I'm not pretty?
I think this one's going to roll twice.
Men! Are we gonna have a problem here? Otherwise, I suggest you guys leave or resume your pitiful drinking.
No, not at all. We're just talking to this kind of young lady.
Young lady, that's flattering. I hope to see you again very, very soon.
Now, I apologize for that. Those two always tend to start trouble as soon as those fights hit their lips.
Don't apologize to me. I seem to get that kind of trouble all the time.
You'll have to excuse me. I must say I'm very good with faces. And your face doesn't really seem to ring a bell. So, who are you? And what brings you to this fine establishment?
Well, intruding, don't you think? Well, I don't really. I'm no good for you. I've got quite the story to tell. So, let's see. I was born in north of Winchester, which is roughly 60, 70 kilometers from here.
Oh, so you're relatively close to London, then.
An hour and a half train ride, I believe. My hospital was quite peculiar, you see. I was born out of wedlock to a drunken father who one day couldn't handle it and got himself killed. A mother who...
Mother like daughter.
Shut your mouth. Or I'll shut it for you. Got that?
Excuse me. I seem to forgot where I was because I was so rudely interrupted. Oh, yes. Now I remember. So, yeah, my parents weren't exactly the best. Hey, look how I turned out. Growing up was just as bad. I lived in a decrepit small house with my mother, with barely enough food to get by. Looking back on it, I don't know how I survived the hell.
Did your mother work at all?
Well, my mother, that vile woman, she was lady of the night, so as you can probably imagine, I had to tuck myself to bed most nights. Hell, I even had to feed myself and do everything that she was supposed to do for me.
You mentioned your mother was late at night. What happened to her?
Well, one day, she didn't come. I waited, and I waited, but I never got the door open. So one day, your Bobby came knocking on my door. He said that found her mother dead in an alley. But the strange thing was, her body had been found in the blood and bite marks on her neck. They asked me if I wanted to see her, and well, I just had to make sure it was really her. Seeing her pale, lifeless, you have no idea what it does to a child.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you have to go through that.
Will you excuse me? I must use the lavatory.
Of course. Go down the hall, turn to the left. You know how you see it.
Ain't that just a sad story?
I'd like to see more of where that pretty thing came from.
You have anywhere else to go.
Mark
apologize. Let me continue with my story. Can I have a treat? Oh, thank you. So then, I was sent to live in an orphanage. I didn't fit in there. I didn't seem to fit in anywhere. And then one day, it all got too much and I ran away. So there I was, on my own. Once again. That was until I met him.
Who's this him, fellow?
Well, I was making my way up here when one night things went sour. I was cutting down this one alley and I was running low on food and water. My vision was going blurry and I remember stumbling around. Last thing I see is a man in a suit hovering over me before I blacked out. He took me in, raised me up. Everything else is blurred, really, but I don't care. I'm just happy to have a family again. A real one. And for, well, the rest of my life, I like to read that history.
That's quite indeed the story.
John,
Detective?
we get 2 times, please. My legs are killing me.
Finally getting to you, huh?
Yeah, 23 victims. They have fallen into this disease of a freak. I haven't seen anything bad since Jack the Ripper.
Wait, did they claim another one?
Yeah, another poor fella. His own kid stumbled upon him. Sheets drenched with blood. Can you imagine what they next to go through? I swear to you, I will hunt this creature that I can. You can ask around, see if anyone knows him.
For the past few years, this town's been plagued with a string of murders. It hasn't been this bad since Jack the Ripper haunted us. But all the victims have one thing in common. Bite marks on the side of the neck. People say it's a creature of the night. They believe a vampire stalking London. Yada yada. Yeah, poor guys have been held back trying to hunt this thing down. You know, you starting off when Jack the Ripper haunted us. Just seems he could never catch a break.
Trembling. I would have similarly said, starting with me going for older men.
Is that so?
You can call me whatever you like.
Charming, this one.
John! I think I can have bandages leave. I'm going to head to headquarters. I advise you to head home. Everyone, please, especially at this hour. Get home safe.
Don't think you catch it. It just seems that every time he's about to put an end to all of this, it's the Bride Murder's ghost.
Oh, I'll kill Greaser just as you might have done.
All right, pal. I think that's enough drinking for tonight.
And enough talking, too.
What are you, my parent?
It's going to be so much quieter now.
Who are those singing?
They're just a couple of drunks who consider themselves vampire hunters. All just some good fantasies they live in.
Vampire hunters. About to be my own life.
You know what? Detective's right. No one's safe this time around. I'm gonna start cleaning up, folks. I recommend you guys take your business elsewhere. Oh, do remember to be careful. No one's safe right now. Out, everyone. I'll clean up. Out.
How about we head back to my place?
You sure you don't do that now?
Don't worry. I don't fight.
Can I ask you,
Give it. Guess that makes 26 victims. My stomach disease of a creature. These two. They were at the pub I was at last night. And this one. Here's next to it. That means
What? What does that mean?
it's you. It was her. For 5 years I have been hunting you down. 26 victims you have claimed. I swear by the city, I will hunt you down. For as long as I breathe my last breath, I will find you and I will kill you.
And thus, that concludes our night. I must say it's been a pleasure being your host. I do hope we meet again, but until then, I must wish you a good night, and don't let the monsters bite.
Blub, blub.